Hey, what's going on? Matthew Taman here. Listen, I have some very important information I want to share with you about your business, something that is going to revolutionize the way that you do business. So make sure that you have something to write with, a notepad, a tablet, a napkin, or whatever it is that you can find to take notes with. And if you have to go somewhere that's quiet so that you're not being distracted, please do that, because I'm going to share with you some very important information that will really change your business, something that you can apply right now as you're watching this. Okay, so I want to talk to you today about staying relevant. In business, the companies that has longevity or the companies that are relevant, if you look at some of the most popular brands today, whether it's the Microsoft or the Apple or the Pepsi or the Coke, whatever, you notice that those brands, they're relevant. And their relevance comes from several things that I want to show you how to make sure that in order for you to protect your brand for a long period of time, if you want that brand to continue to succeed, you have to apply those things. And by doing so, it is going to change the way that you do business, so that 20 years from now, 50 years from now, or even 100 years from now, when you're gone, that brand is still going to, still be successful. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to always continue to learn and grow. So learning and growing. When you look at some of the most successful brands, their messages is still the exact same, but the methods that they've used or that they're using have changed completely, because they realize that the method that they used 50 years ago is not going to work today. The way that they approach things 20 years ago, it's not going to be relevant today. You can look at companies, for example, even companies' commercials. I want you to watch a popular brand like a Pepsi or whatever, their commercials from like 50 years ago or 20 years ago. You're going to realize that the message behind that is the message still the same, but their commercials, how they're doing their branding, their materials, even their colors are similar, but they've put a little touch on it, because based on what they've learned is that they have to adjust a certain thing in their business. And that's why companies spend millions, sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars and years to be able to make sure that they're getting the right information in order to be able to continue to grow that specific business. And I read some of that, I think is Tide. They spend hundreds of millions of dollars just for the detergent that we use to wash clothes, because they want to make sure, like with the Tide Pods, they spend so much time and so much revenue to learn, because they wanted to make sure that they put themselves in a position to continue to grow. And then number two is you want to pick something that you want to master. A lot of times I see so many people trying to do 50 different things at the same time, but it's not going to work. And I believe that it's okay to diversify and to learn other things, but you want to start off first by picking one thing. What is that one thing that you want to master? I realized that if you can find one thing that you want to master, then you can be able to expand those things and build a skill set, from there. So pick something to master. Don't try to be doing 25,000 different things, because if you're doing those many things or that many things, you're not going to be able to give 100% of yourself to 50 things. It's impossible. But if you're doing just one or maybe two things, then you can, devote a lot of time within those one or two things. And then number three is you want to build relationships. Build relationships with people that are going to extend your message. One of the things that I've studied and I've noticed over the years is that some of the most popular brands, you name it, the Microsoft, the Apples, the Nikes, they're always partnering or getting new athletes. They get new athletes because they know that those athletes have a following, and that following is going to extend the message to their following, and that is how they get more revenue. And Nike does a really great job at this, because they get some of the most famous athletes in the world to wear their products, because they know that if an athlete has 20 million followers and their brand is being seen by that 20 million, then that's money in the bank for them. And then finally, number four, you want to be unique and innovative. So you want to innovate. What exactly does that mean to be innovative? You want to be unique. You don't want to do things like everyone else is doing. You have a certain style. You have a certain way that you think, certain way that you process information, certain way that you present content. My teaching style, my training style, my marketing style, it's not going to be the same as everyone else. Everyone kind of develops your own style, and you have to be unique in that. So you want to be able to make sure that you find your uniqueness, if you don't know what that is. And once you find it, you want to master, you want to perfect it, and you want to get comfortable being unique, because there is no one else that can do what you do the way that you do it. So be unique, because the world is just waiting for your talent. And by doing that, my friend, that's how you stay relevant in business.